Hi everyone, it's your girl again, Melodies TV. Hope you guys are doing great. Today I'm bringing you guys update of the incident in Bahrain, the Cameroonian who took the life of his brothers. It has been a horrific week for Cameroonians in Bahrain because this is the very first time a situation like this, a scenario like this is happening in Bahrain that concerns Cameroonians. Cameroonians have always been so peaceful in Bahrain. We can hear of other things happening when Cameroonians are doing in other countries, but for Bahrain, it has always been so peaceful ever since. But this one, the one that came this time, is unbearable. It has defeated every other incident in other countries. So we'll start to talk about the first thing I want to talk about. I want to first of all talk about the travel agency before we move into details of what actually happened and the situation at hand right now. For the travel agency that made a visa for that guy, they have come out to debunk that it is because of the visa issue that the guy is having problems up to the extent that he has to take the lives of his brothers. You guys have to understand something. Even though not all travel agents are bad or all travel agencies are bad, but a majority of them have spoiled the name of travel agents. A lot of people are so bitter and a lot of people have been frustrated abroad, not by foreigners, but our own brothers, our own sisters that you trusted so much. Because I will speak for the sake of a country like Dubai. I've worked in Dubai in a travel agency, not like an agent. I was a travel ticket clerk and a visa consultant in that company. Agents bring passports to us and visa money. They pay to the company and we issue visas. This is what happens. These guys go back home. They collect huge amounts of money from our brothers or from our sisters. People sell their farms, people sell their houses, people sell cars, people sell properties just to send their loved ones abroad so that their family too can be better. When these guys collect those huge amounts of money, they come to the company. Like for example, the company I was working in back then in Dubai, they will come and pay the normal visa fee. Visa will be issued and they will send back home. This person might have spent about 1 million francs or more. They will promise you, when you get to Dubai, I'll get you a job, I'll give you accommodation, I will see to it that you get a job because of this money you're paying. So you are so confident when coming. A lot of people, a lot of Cameroonians, let me speak for ourselves because I know about this so well. A lot of Cameroonians will even come into Dubai without even having much money with them because of all the promises their agents told them. So when arrive the airport, the agents are not even there to pick them up. Frustration starts from the airport. Their frustration will not even start from the airport. Back home where you have not even come to Dubai. People pay money for visa. Dubai visa is 24 hours. If it delays, maybe 3 days, depending on the system, because sometimes the system is slow. Somebody will pay money for tourist visa. They will collect your money, use it for their own personal use. And then when you start putting them pressure now at the end of the day, that's when they come and give the little money they can give to acquire your visas. Now they start mounting pressure on us as if we are the ones delaying. You might bring the copy at that time when the system is slow and the visa will not be issued that fast. So this is what happened. Now, after this delay, just imagine you have paid about 1,500,000 to somebody to issue a visa. That the person promised you that within a week you will get this visa. And at the end of the day, it's almost a month your visa has not come. You are already frustrated back home. This person is leaving, is coming to Dubai or is going abroad already angry. Already with so much bitterness in him or her. They'll arrive Dubai. You are not there at the airport to pick them up. You might send, most of the time they send somebody to pick you up. They take you to an accommodation, to a bed space or anywhere to lodge. You get there with all the promises that they gave to you. With all the promises, with all what they told you. only for you to just put your bags and lie down. The landlord or the caretaker or the room owner comes to you and say, this is how we do it here in Dubai. Your bed space, if you want to sleep down, maybe down is about 600 dirhams, or the up bed is about 500 dirhams. 600 dirhams is about 100,000 CFA. Then you start asking, but how? They told me that I'm going to have accommodation. I'm going to have my job. How come I'm the one paying? And then you call your agent. He said, this is what they're telling me here. He will tell you that, no, see what to do. Just pay them. I'm coming. When I come, I will talk to this guy. I will see what to do. That's how it ends. Maybe you have just come to, maybe you have about 200,000 francs with you. You have already removed 100,000 and paid for your accommodation, right? What next? You need to start looking for job. You need to start making CVs. You need to start paying transportation to go for interviews. You need to start doing them. Then you discover that you are spending more, whereas you have paid a very huge amount of money to this guy who promised you a job the moment you get into Dubai or the moment you get abroad. So a lot of frustration is already in your head. Not everybody knows how to manage situations like this. Not everybody. I have seen situations where people will arrive and then the worst of it all, let me not even go there, the worst of it all, some people will collect 1 million for a 3-month tourist visa or more. They'll come to the company they paid for, they'll pay for 1 month visa. We are going to issue a 1 month visa for this person, and they will take that visa, they go and edit it. They will edit that visa and tell you that it's a 3-month visa. Most of the people back home don't even know how to read through Dubai tourist visa, right? They don't even know how to check the status of their visa. Normally, when they issue you that visa, it is valid for about 3 months in your hand. After 3 months, the visa, you cannot travel with it again. So people will come in now with 1 month visa thinking they have 3 months visa. Some people will even go as worst as giving you a 2 weeks visa. Now, I am in the company. I have the list of people I've issued visas to. Now, I start checking who has come in and who has not come in. Because that's the duty, that's what I do. I make sure I go through all the visas I have issued to make sure I check the system to make sure this person has entered already. Once this person's visa shows that the person is already in the country, I call the agent that gave me that copy. Now, this guy is in the country. Can I have his or her mobile number so that in case of overstay or the person needs to extend their visa, I can remind them before time? Maybe in two weeks before their visas have to finish, I will call. I say, okay, you just have 2 more weeks to be in the country. What are your plans? Are you going to do a visa change or you are exiting the country? So that in case you want to do a visa change, if your agent is not here ready to tell you what to do, my company can help you to do a visa change, to change the status of your visa. And some of them are like, how come I have a 3 months visa? How come you're telling me my visa? I've just been in the country for 2 weeks. I said, no, this is what I'm seeing here in the system. Your visa was a 1 month visa. You don't have a 3 months visa. Problem starts. At the end of the day, I will have more than 100 overstays, because when these guys come in, they have paid those huge amounts of money. They can't have the job they were promised. They can't have the accommodation they were promised. All those things in their head, that's when you see them, they're running away and they become frustrated overseas with no job and nothing to do. With no job and nothing to do. So we are the ones punishing our brothers abroad. Most of the agents are not true. They are not true to their clients. They tell them a lot of lies. And we too, we are not true to ourselves, because if you are traveling to a country, try to make calls. Find out how the system there operates, how things are done there. Don't just rely on people. Don't just rely on your agents on what they are telling you. Most of them don't tell you the truth. Most of them don't tell you the truth. Now look at the mess these guys have found themselves in. I'll call it a mess because it is indeed a mess. Now the government is after that company. They really want to know what might have caused that guy to act in that way. A lot of things are involved. I'm going to drop voice notes for you guys to hear at the end of this. Let me explain some things. First, this is a reliable company that has been bringing Cameroonians into Bahrain, right? They come to Bahrain, they get job, they get what to do. Bahrain doesn't just give you tourist visa. You have employment visa. You come in and you can get something to do. Now, the government now will want to know how much they are paying their workers. The government will want to know, government of Bahrain will want to know how much they collect from the people they are bringing in. If it was a free visa and they are collecting money. So these guys are on hot seat. That's why you see them making those videos telling people, debunking what is going on. This guy who came in and killed people and take the life of his brothers might have been frustrated right back before even arriving Bahrain. You cannot tell. Because he will not just arrive in an accommodation, barely few hours, after few arguments, because the bed they were supposed to put him is not good. The room he was supposed to sleep in doesn't have an doesn't have an air conditioner. So they said, okay, the next day they are going to put an AC in that room so that he can use that room. So for today, let him just sleep in that room. The next thing they argued about was where to charge phone, the charging port. You will not tell me that those things gave that guy all the anger to wait for everybody to fall asleep, and then he will wake up at 2 a.m., switch off the lights, spoil the bulbs, close the door, remove the key after collecting a knife from the kitchen. So a lot of things must have gone through his head, because your frustration abroad starts the moment you drop at the airport. Secondly, he finds himself, maybe he was not told he's going to an accommodation. Maybe he was promised a very big, beautiful mansion when he arrived. So a lot of things are involved. Now, another issue at hand, another development on this issue at hand now in Bahrain is the marks the guy is having on his body. Yes, he stabbed the first person. He stabbed the second person. News met us that he stabbed himself. But now, he was stabbed 3 times. There's a wound at his back. There's a wound at his stomach. There's a wound on his neck. So now the police want to know, because he cannot stab himself and stab his back. He would have, maybe he stabbed his neck to take his life. But who were those who walked in? Who were those who held him? Who were those who stabbed him? A lot of things are involved now. A lot of our brothers are shaking because there's a threat for deportation for many of them. The company has said no salary for their workers until all the truth is out. A lot of things are involved. That is a pain our brothers are going through right now in Bahrain. So who stabbed this guy from behind is a question the police want to know, because when the police came to the accommodation, took everybody for interview, for questioning, they were asked a lot of questions. And from the way the interview is going, they suspect that maybe that guy is not alive. But rumor is having it that the guy is still alive. And the second guy that he stabbed didn't die. At the hospital, he regained consciousness. So just 1 corpse is there. So in case it is 3 corpses or 2 corpses, who are those to transport the corpse back home? The agency that brought the guys in, or the company they are working under? So the agency is also shaking. The company they are working under is also shaking. A lot of things are, because the government have to dig into the matter. We are our own problem. You guys know that. Yes, your travel agency has been making visa for a lot of people. We accept. But what happened to this guy? Because people are saying that it is not just argument about bed space. It must have been that the agent had collected a lot of money. Do you know that when these guys are going to Bahrain, the documents, the interview, they're not even the ones who do their interviews. There are people who do their interviews for them, who answer questions for them and fill all their forms. You just come in, you don't even know your job description. You don't know anything about it. When they bring you in, it's just like they bring general labels. They distribute you. Maybe you go to this other company, maybe cleaning, maybe aluminium, maybe shipping, something like that. And then you, first of all, you start working there as helpers. When you work there as helpers for some time, and then now they'll upgrade you now to give you a position. Then you have something that you can call that, yes, I'm a cleaner here, or I'm a carpenter here, or I'm doing this here. So they just bring them, they just come in without any specific job that you're coming to do, because this guy had come in without even knowing what he was supposed to do. So because this company distribute their workers, and you might go here and another person is going this way. So at the moment when the guy arrived, he had not even known what he was supposed to be doing. So why are people saying that maybe he paid a huge amount of money for something else and he has come to Bahrain, he has been given something else? The company have not even spoken with him yet. He was just supposed to sleep that one night, wake up in the morning, and then know what next for him. So what transpired in the middle of the night? Where did that bitterness come from? The people who break the door, they stab in his back, the wound in his back, the wound in his stomach, the wound in his neck. How did he acquire it? How did he get it? That is a question. That is an investigation going on now in Bahrain. Everybody in that accommodation is shaking because all of them fear deportation. Not only deportation, they might face prison terms. Yeah. Especially those who walked in to save the others who were shouting in the room. That is the problem right now. So I'm going to show you some videos. I'm going to show you a video to watch, and then the voice note of what I grabbed from Bahrain, so that you guys can also listen to it and let's understand what is actually going on. You guys know I don't know too much. It is still a developing story. This is still a developing story that every day, bit by bit, once we get more information, I'm going to bring it up to you guys so that you guys can follow up from the story, what is actually going, what's the situation back there. The frustration is too much, brothers. We need to be true to ourselves. We need to be true to ourselves.
Voilà, la police qui est arrivée.
When I tell people their money, when I tell them the truth. When I tell people their money, when I tell them the truth. Even the interview when they conduct, when I take this thing, when I get with different man, may answer the this thing. When you want to come for different people, they will sign what paper them. When the baby we, more than say I'm not in this so. Even I don't so that be edge on, I don't get no clue again anything or anything. They want to know keep take people their money. Two people don't die for it. Like this, that accommodate the soldiers. So the guy don't need nothing. I will carry him.
Now, I want you guys to watch this video and listen to what the company that brought this guy in has to say, how they have been trying to defend themselves on the media. Just listen to what they have to say.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, everybody. Please, we are coming live this evening in regards of a post we saw on Facebook. We woke up to see on Facebook under this activist name, I don't know, Stateless City Adobe. Yeah, this is it. Everybody can see. You can see the post. You can see our pictures. And he wrote about a lot of stuff about us. Please, for all, each and everyone who is watching us, wherever you are, for those who know us, for those who are working with us, this is our company. We are legally working under professional authority as supervisors and leaders. We are not scammers as presumed by this individual. He tarnished our image, put our lives and that of our families at risk. Extend the company name. We are operating legally in Bahrain. We are working like supervisors. We joined this company when it was operational, when this company was already functioning with African staff, Cameroonian staff. We came and we joined them. Our duty here, like supervisors, is to coordinate the activities of the company. We pick staff from airport, newly recruited staff from wherever, India, Africa, wherever. We pick them from the airport, we take them to the accommodation, and we assign them to the various sites. We have so many contracts working. We are legal in Bahrain. He is a large employer in Bahrain. I don't know if this is a sabotage. I don't know for what gain they are doing this. And I'm pleading with Mimi Mefo platform. I know you have a very, very huge audience. Please, I am calling on you to use this platform to clear this thing off our names. The incident that happened in Bahrain, yes, it happened in this company, but it happened and the police is working on it. The agent who brought this guy to Bahrain is under police investigation. The agent, the staff who are working in the company, they know their agents. We are not agents, we are not scammers, we are supervisors and we are leaders. We have our staff. Just that before we could do this urgent video, this is already 7:16 in Bahrain. Most of our staff are at work, and most of our staff, they have been kept in the accommodation under police surveillance because of what happened. The investigation is still going on. I don't know why this guy will go so far to post, to tarnish our names, reputation without any proof, calling us scammers, putting our life at risk. Please, for those who know me, for those who know us, I have never scammed anybody. People who know me, you know me. Please, I'm calling on Mimi Mufo. These are my colleagues in the office. They can testify. Revati and Ziyad.
Hi. They are only our supervisors, not any agents or scammers. They are working with our company as supervisors, and they are doing their duty with justification.
Yeah. So I don't know. I will plead with all those who know us to please share this video, share the video, share the video. Let it reach all the platforms to contradict the post this guy did against us. Please, I will call on you to share. Mimimufu, do your best. I know I trust you, I trust your platform, and I know you can do best. Thank you very much.
Only seen that video no. They only seen that video. And I remember that they always struggle for CRF defend themselves. Even about the cops, the way they die, they never feel for every talk anything about the cops the way they die. They no get no nothing for talk about the cops the way they die. Now then that too, you hear what they talk. When you listen for what they talk, they only try for CRF back up themselves. Back up themselves. My grandparents that. I know wahala. All they are hidden kingdom, God could expose her all. God could expose her. But the worst of it, they say they not go every pay with you, they see they go over. All things they just do, man, as I do for yourself. All things they just do, wish. Man, they just survive now by the grace. It's not easy. Whole situation, even the person who do the act, he just come. Like a hustler, he just can make a hustle for life. The people the way he chook knife na hustler one that way that the spot that short guy we get our hair so for chin where they just say that the spot may they work for the same company, not just a new guy to always the work for the same company, or then I just work at them. Then the person way he issue the visa. The day or the day police station, maybe today they just the matter too tough for their side. They like for question them whether now how it really go on without start with the thing they see that they happen for side every day. So they be the police station. So on their own section, as I know be detailed that they mostly question them. I don't feel like for table weights we they feel they really like for ask them. Yeah, so the Bahraini boss with our own boss David, we work with we the issue us visa. The matter really tough for them too for office. It's not easy with them. So the guy we commit the act, we say we will do for house. We never really know whether I don't die or never die. But according to how the interview we be like say to die, because if he be there alive. Now if he best give an answer for which make he commit the crime we commit them. So we wait on the other person to wait the hospital. Only thank God na miraculous somebody. We don't make them so they say don't they revive, don't they come back alive. So we thank God, only pray. We pray say may come back and try to fit talk something will really happen. Because if you see the thing happen for 2 o'clock 2 a.m. for night, I mean everybody go to sleep by then. So nobody nothing know what to be happen for the neighboring room except people that be there inside the room. And even the others they be there inside the room, some they say they be there for deep sleep. They only hear and shout because each room get 8 people for the accommodation. So some they jump from upstairs for window, they jump right for floor. So it's not easy. Then they say they only hear and shout. Some they hear shout from dream, they just wake up. You know where you wake up from dream. The boy be broke, he be locked door with key, pocket the key, broke lights, he broke bulb. So he do the acts on for night for darkness. So now so it happen. Like for work site, the people that they issue with visa, they get their own this they talk say their own this they say professional touch of service. That's a company. The professional touch of service, it be like your own work now just to issue visas to Cameroonians. Then when they come here, they take contracts. Now for other companies, they take contracts from other companies. When they take the contract for other companies, they go issue visas and now for Cameroonians who come here now. They take you go for the company and for go to work. Like me, I work for aluminium industry. Other people they work for Habalok where they do now the parceling of this wood chairs, tables, other kind of thing. Them some they work for ship. So now so it is. Not all need to work now the same company. And so it is. So I not know the direction for place. Sometimes I go work now for ship, or sometimes I go work for Habalok, or if I come now for Meda who the work way now who the work on Meda way now aluminium industry. So I don't know.
Guys have listened to all the voice note coming directly from Bahrain, and you've watched the video, and like I told you all before, it's still a developing story because the police are still doing their investigation. So we cannot just jump into any conclusion if it's because of the visa or it's because of the bed space or charging port or whatnot. So we are not going to jump into any conclusion for now. We are going to wait as the police are doing the investigation. But once we have any developing story again, I'm going to bring it up to you guys to follow up. So for those of you who watched my previous video, I discovered that my video was downloaded and everybody have been watching it in WhatsApp groups. It was even sent to me. I've received it more than 15 times. I still want to say thank you, but guys, when you watch the video, when you watch a video on YouTube and you feel like you want to support a fellow sister, I think you should share the link so that other people can watch it directly from my channel as well. I still sincerely appreciate you all for doing that. Now, for those who debunked the first video I made, who said it is not because of the bed space, hello, the thing I want to tell you guys, what I want you to understand is that the person talking in that audio, the person giving me the information, you can still recognize the voice again. The person giving the information on that audio is talking on what he saw, what happened in his accommodation. He was not there when the guy was doing any negotiation with the agent. He was not there when they paid for visa. He just gave us information on what transpired in their accommodation. So don't take it too personal on the media. Don't take the media too serious and start saying things you don't even know about. At the end of the day, you are still the same person who downloaded the video and was sharing to everybody. So I sincerely want to thank you all so much for watching this video right to this level. I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much to all the YouTubers in the building. I hail you all. To all my followers, I hail you guys. If you are new to my channel, you're welcome. If it is your first time, you are welcome. I always appreciate you guys. To my returnees, you are welcome always to my channel. If you like what we are doing here, you're free to subscribe on my channel. You can click on that red subscription button and turn on my post notifications so that when I upload new video, you can be notified. Don't forget, my membership button is still on. You are free to click on my membership button to support me in any way you can. Once it pops up, just click and see what it means. Okay, thank you all so much. Hope I'm going to see you guys again on my next upload. Bye bye. I remain your girl, Melodies TV.
You know they easy to reach, oh. You know they easy to walk, oh. Make you ask Melodies, though. Now she will go confirm, oh. I don't suffer, oh. Every day I dey beg, oh. Make them subscribe to my channel, oh.